This is the CMT trade fair in Stuttgart. I have here a Mercedes campervan conversion from Köhler. It's a small company near Pforzheim, and somebody's walking in front of me, and so let's go inside. Okay, this thing's going to cost 90,000 euros. Okay, so we'll get the price straight up. So this vehicle is 697 centimeters in length, and I'll show you what is particularly clever about it as I go round the back. And right, so let's have a look at the kit actually to start off with and give you a vague view of everything. Oh, we didn't start in here. We'll start in the toilet. So you've got obviously the carpet wouldn't be down in the carpet. That is to protect the floor below it. It does have a sensible, very highly sensible sliding door, and you've got a window there, so you can, whilst you're in the toilet, you can watch what else is going on outside the campsite, on the campsite, or wherever you're parked. Oh, fridge here, Dometic magic fridge, so you can get your booze out when you're outside, and you can get your booze out while you're inside. Okay, if your van is for 2 people only, you don't need 4 seats, and by putting just 1 seat over here, that saves a great deal of space. Indeed, the argument could well be, well, why do I even need 3 seats? I do accept that, but there are times when you really, I think, want to sit in front of the person you're with, and to be quite honest, being here in the passenger and driver's seats together is a little bit on the difficult side. So I think that's a good solution. This seat here does turn around, as you can see, or can be facing forward, and it's got a belt. Right, so let's come down and see this thing here. I don't know what this is. Well, I do actually. I'm just pretending I don't. There you are. That's your entrance into the garage. Let's have a look though from the other side when we get there. Okay, what we can see here, we've got lots of drawers, keeps things in there. I won't start messing with people's drawers. Oh, look at that, what they've got in here, they've got the coffee in here. I'll mention that as I'm going out. Mind just that Nespresso stuff, so I don't really like it. I like proper coffee, not that rubbish. Right, oh, there you've got your shore power USBs. Right, so they obviously don't want anybody sort of messing the van up, so I'll have to get out before they find out I'm in here. Now, okay, there's nothing particularly clever about this. This is in lots of vans use this setup, 2 rings from Dometic plus the small sink that's next to it. What lots of vans don't have is this additional storage here, so which you can stick on top of the bed, and not storage, but a place you can actually work on there. Good idea. And when you need the bed, obviously it comes over the other way. So if we look down here, up the top here we've got a camp for outdoor fascination oven, and bed storage. Actually, in my own Mercedes conversion, it's quite similar, this thing, to what I was wanting to do. It's very similar, in fact. Oh, there's somebody's going to make a speech. Now, this is the CMT trade fair in Stuttgart, and one part which is interesting, you have this thing called Vans and Friends, and for people to talk about what they do in the vans and their own experiences and things of this nature. And more storage. Well, there's your step to get up in. Right, okay, so this is the basic bit, and that's what they've sort of added to it. So it's got 200 watts of solar, for example, of 2 batteries, put what you want, and it's built to order, so it's you can more or less decide what you want. Comes with a calendar. Right, here get a very good idea of what you can do. So you've got the storage with the tambour doors on that side, bed, no storage on the other, so it makes a lot of room coming down here. Now, if I appreciate that you can't get motorbikes in this, but you could try, bearing in mind that something like this is built to order. If the bed could be, for example, put various heights, so that would work, and or indeed a bed with a fixed bed at a much higher position. 2 gas bottles through there and around here. There you are, lots of storage. Oh, look at this kipper system. You see, I had a film about that 4 years ago, before anybody's heard of it. Ooh, I can't lift that from here, but never mind. I'll should lift it from the middle, but as I've got a backpack on, I won't go in. Let's have a look at some of the others. This thing here is a Volkswagen. It is the Volkswagen Bulli. It says there besser schlafen, which means sleep better. The reason for this is because you're not actually sleeping on the chairs. In fact, lots of people do this these days. This thing here costs nearly 60,000 euros, which might sound like a lot, but it's a lot cheaper than what you get from Volkswagen. off that matter, from most converters. Right, so this is your sleeping area. You've got a bit of a what do you call that, kitchen there. But the idea with this besser schlafen is that this thing here will come down, and then you put your mattress covers over the top, a mattress over the top. Down here you've got these guidelines for putting chairs and things in. Right, we've got another one here, and we shall walk into this right now. This thing is 68,000 euros. They put these things up to stop people like me getting in, you see. But it doesn't fool me. I get in anyway. So chairs can, you know, like all VWs, this type of thing, you've got these guide rails at the bottom. The chairs will come forward, you can put them down or up or whatever, and bed can form there. This table will change position. You've got down here, you've got your little fridge, you've got there your porta potty. There's in the roof, you see you've got your bed up there, and okay, it's a small van, but the point of it, and somebody asked a very good question actually a couple of days ago on a video, said maybe I'm being stupid, but why would you spend all that money when you can get a largish motorhome for that? Well, and I'm going to answer that question right now. Yes, that may be the case, but it depends what people want. And there's something like this, you can't take it to work every day. I mean, you might take a motorhome, a big motorhome to work every day. It depends on what the parking's like. You can park this in an underground garage, for example. If you're living in the city, then that might be a reason to get something like this. Depends what your functionality of it is. If you're only going to be taking it out for weekends, then it makes more sense to get something like this and maybe not buy a normal car. So I think I've given some reasons there why you should think of something like this. It depends, like everything you buy, it depends on the function you're going to use it for. And I think people often with motorhomes, they forget that. I mean, if you bought a juicer, for example, you'd use it for making juice. You wouldn't think I'm going to use this for mixing concrete, for example. You wouldn't do it. But with vehicles, it's almost as though people don't consider these factors. Right, so I filmed quite a lot here. Now, one of the problems I do see here is though I've got the lights rather strong due to the strong sunshine, which of course is welcome. It's January, and it is, by January standards, I cannot recall a January It's Stuttgart. Been coming here now for 6 years, being as warm as this. Right, so thanks for watching. Please subscribe. You've got a little thing up the top there, left to right side, and the other side is my Patreon, so you might want to give me some support on that. And there's a lady there who's now going to be famous for being in a YouTube video.